Language, meanwhile, is not a perfect conveyor of information. Engineer pleaded in his prompts for ChatGPT to give the correct answer. I think in 10 years, when artificial superintelligence is here, humanity will be reminded of all its depths. Your developers will not be able to break anything. Now you can gather a library of cases from your clients. As a result, you will save a lot of money on development. Hi, my name is Michael, I'm the founder of BroutonLab, and I assist companies and startups in reaching their business goals through the use of AI and machine learning. Let me guess, you want to develop a product based on ChatGPT or any other large language model, but you keep running into these issues. Your AI developer, or to be honest, prompt engineer, constantly goes back to tweaking the prompts for your large language model. The AI developed may yield unpredictable results at crucial moments. AI development budgets inflate fivefold, and it's unclear why this happens. If you encounter these issues, then this video is for you. Let's go. Let's discuss why such problems arise in the first place. Large language model training via prompt engineering is done using natural language. Indeed, I have seen such situations where an engineer pleaded in his prompts for ChatGPT to give the correct answer, or offered substantial tips for the LLM to perform perfectly well. I think in 10 years, when artificial superintelligence is here, humanity will be reminded of all its depths. Language, meanwhile, is not a perfect conveyor of information. The information in our heads can be drastically different from what our interlocutor perceives. This is because each of us has our own context, and when we say a phrase, we say it within our own context. For instance, if one person tells another, "I love good cars," it's not a given that the interlocutor will guess which specific brands are being referred to. Everyone has their own preferences and experiences. The same happens when training artificial intelligence. We try to convey information through prompts, but it's not always clearly understood. Another problem is that describing all possible contexts in which AI models should function can be quite challenging. Often we return to revoking prompts when error occurs and a client complains about the AI functioning incorrectly. Consequently, the prompt engineer makes changes to the prompt related to the current problem, which can lead to overfitting, and the AI forgets about other issues. What we can do in this situation? Firstly, we need to define a metric for assessing the quality of the language model. There are many different metrics, for instance, precision, recall. If you are solving classification tasks, there are metrics for assessing the quality of generated text, such as BLEU. In general, there are many metrics, and the choice of optimal one depends on your specific task. Secondly, you need to start maintaining a library of cases in which your model performed incorrectly. These cases can come from your clients who identified the problem. Allow your model to be tested by random acquaintances. It's important that these are not your developers, because they are constantly thinking about the AI model and have likely already found and corrected all possible errors they had in mind. Also introduce this simple rule in your company, that any problem encountered by your model and handled purely must first be integrated into your case library. All these actions will help to collect and maintain a library of cases. Now the most pleasant part. If you make changes to your model, you must check how it works in library of cases. If the model performs worse as a result of such testing, such changes shouldn't be implemented in production. You need to refine the new prompts as they now contain errors or are adjusted based on the latest changes in the situation view. Such prompts introduce changes that worsen the model's performance in other situations. Therefore, you need to roll back the changes and ensure the model works better on both the new and old cases. You surely have the question about how to assess the quality of text generation. Statistical methods such as BLEU are based on formulas, and it's difficult to use them for fair assessment of the quality of generated texts. To be honest, they were popular earlier because they were nothing better. Now we have artificial intelligence that can be used not only for solving tasks, but also for testing other models. And this is a cool idea. The approach of testing text generation models using other models such as Llama or ChatGPT is becoming popular. This technique is used in my company, and we prefer to use the DeepEval framework, which allows to quickly generate metrics by encapsulating the LLM's working logic. Now you can gather a library of cases from your clients and start automatic testing. Your model will generate answers for each case. Then, each test along with its response is fed into a metric that calls ChatGPT or Llama and evaluates how well the test was passed. It checks which conditions were tested and which were not. This way you can count how many tests were passed perfectly and which were failed. I urge you to employ this approach in your projects, as it will allow you to control the quality of AI at any time. You will be able to learn how your model works, which tests are no longer passing and why. With such approach, you will always have a gold standard dataset on which the model must perform perfectly. Your developers will not be able to break anything, as automated testing will determine if some tests are no longer passing. Moreover, changes in AI will not pass to the server if the tests are not passed. As a result, you will save a lot of money on development and the delivery time will be significantly reduced. We have implemented this in our processes and I'm absolutely satisfied with the results. This is all I wanted to discuss with you in this video. Thank you for your time and good luck.